So I want this on the bottom hole there. Again, there's multiple holes here. You've got to get the right holes, because if you don't, then you'll have to take it apart again. And the top one there is a mounting hole for the motor. Somebody's been squeezing that tube. Yeah, this one. Now there is 4 of these, but I am assuming that the 4th one is currently left off until after the until the gearbox is nearly assembled. And because of that, I'm going to make sure I get the right one, which is the bottom right. So we're not doing the bottom left just yet. And that's that one there. Okay, so that's the start of it. Now then, put the thread lock to one side. I'm not going to need that for a little while, because what we've done now is we've started this is the start of the gearbox. We now start assembling some of the gear shafts. And for that we need some of these parts here, some of these gears. With the staples. Now then, this is going to be the difficulty with this, is working out which gear is which, and not only which gear is which, but which is the right way round for them. So I don't think these are labelled in any way. They're not, which is a pity. Don't know if they're meant to be balanced. But I think that's the right one for there. And then no, I don't think that's the right one there. Oh, no, that's metal. MD1 is metal. G1 that does not look like it. That does, so that's G1. And I don't recognise that. Well, there's oh, okay. Right. Okay, fair enough. So this is why you've got to study these things, and I'm guessing you can't really see it there, but essentially you build the shaft, turn it around, and then stick some more parts on it, which is what that is. So we are going to start with one of the metal shafts, which looks like it will be that one. And again, this is one of these, which way around does it go? Because it does matter that you get it the right way around. and I'm studying this and looking at this diagram. It looks like it's got two short serrated pieces then a long serrated piece. The two short pieces being closer to each other. Two short pieces closer to each other than this long piece. And I think that's it there. Now then, there is a metal gear to go with that. So in here I have another bag with what looks like metal gears. Let's throw that bag away. It's empty. Okay, that wasn't quite what I intended to do, but it'll do the job. No, it won't. Sharp knife does the job. So I want out this particular gear, which is MD2, and it looks like I also need this gear, MD1 metal, D1. And I'm also going to need out one of these things here, like a hexagonal sort of nut. And then what I'm going to need out is some circlips, C-clips or E-clips, however you prefer to name them. It's warm here in the studio. I'm glad I've got a fan under the desk. That's one of those spinny things, by the way, before you make up your own jokes. Right. She's not Police Academy. And I want 6 of these. Okay. Two. Three. 4. 5 and 6. And no nuts in this no nuts in this particular case. Just the one that stood behind the camera. Well, yeah, I'm behind the camera. I'm in front of it as well, but you know what I mean. Okay, so now then what we have to do is we've got to take this particular piece here and we take this particular piece, and again it matters which way around it goes. There's a little collar on here. If you look at the drawing, that goes into that hole there. If you got it right, it goes all the way in, which is what that did. That's assembled. And I'm going to need to put this over here really, and then it gets locked into place with 2 circlips. So looking at it, I'm going to be best. I wonder if that goes all the way through or whether... Yeah, it does. That's good. So I'm going to put this one on first, because looking at it, it will be quite hard to get that in after the fact. Just taking my time so that doesn't ping off. And now then I put this shaft through here, all the way through. So that's now, that effectively when I put the circlip in locks it. If this rotates, the shaft rotates. So I can put that circlip on there and persuade it gently. Try and persuade it gently that it wants to go in there, like that, and that is locked into place. Okay, so that's not moving, which is part of the idea. What I then do is insert another circlip apparently there. There. which is the top part of it, and then I put this gear, which can go on either way around looking at it. Although it does suggest it has rounded edges, but it's a metal gear, it's the only metal gear, so I'm assuming it's the correct one that goes on there. And then we turn it around and we insert another circlip. I said we insert another circlip. There. Okay, and that one's now locked into place. We take another circlip and we put that here. So we're locking these individual components into the right place on the shaft. And what we do is we take this gear, we put it on there. Oh, this one's going to be awkward, isn't it? And that goes on there, well, that goes in there like that. I'm not going to get that circlip on there. There's no way I'm going to get that circlip on there. So first check, is this piece different? It is. That looks more like it. Now I can get the circlip on. Wrong piece. See how easy it is actually to make this sort of mistake. I guess what I should have done is looked at the parts list at the back for this bag and I find I have 2 of these and 1 of these and I only need 1 perhaps. But the other empirical way of doing this, with that silver piece in there was no way I was going to get a circlip on there. Now with this one here I can. So I'm reasonably, in fact I'm quite more than reasonably confident that I've got this now the right way round, or got the right piece. And there we go. That's that gear shaft assembled. One down. Some more to go. So what do I now need? I now need parts for 21. So I am going to need a gear which looks like that one. I'm going to need some ball races in a minute. I need, well, we'll start with just the top part here. I'm going to need one of these parts, part 7, which is that one. At least these are labelled. That makes it easier. Now then, judging by the fact that these dog teeth are here, I think I do not want that on the little bit of the sprue that was left. So we will just remove that. In this particular case, blow off the little bits of metal filing that came off. Don't really want them in the gearbox either. Okay, and I'm going to want 4 bearings out. Yeah, then. MD7s. Okay, that tells me, oh no, they're washers. MA3s and MD7s. So, okay. The MD7s are the larger ones, and these are what I want here. So I need out of here the 4 larger ball races. Now then, they're only very slightly larger. So it's kind of a little bit awkward to, you just got to look at them. That's the second one. There is a really subtle difference in size. That's the third one. And that one there is the fourth one. So that's those 4 that I want there. I also want 4 of these anyway. 1, 2. 3, 4. Don't put ball races on their ends. They roll away from you. Who would have guessed? 2 of these metal MD6s, which are these are the silver ones that I got out last time. 2 of them. Okay, and there is supposed to be a washer in this pack. There it is. I'm guessing it's that one, as it looks about the right size. As I mentioned, this has got 3 tiny grub screws in it and some little tiny circlips, so I don't want to lose them, so I don't really want to rip this bag wide open. MD11, that's right. Okay, these drawings on the side are roughly to scale, which is useful because it means you can sort of just lay something over it like that and you can see whether they actually match or not. BB, that's this one. Oh yes, I want some more of these circlips, 6 of them to be precise. I could save a lot of time by tipping these out into some sort of bag or box that I could reach into. I don't have one. I actually don't know where it's gone. I did have half a dozen. I think Lady Zara's got them. Two. 3, 4. 5. 6. It looks like there may be 1 spare, or 2 spare, or they may be used for something else. We shall find out at the end of the build. Okay, this again has things being greased, but since I'm using roller bearings, I'm not going to do that. But I do need the shaft. And is it this one? I think so.